Trans Visibility Day has been a thing since 2009. It was always on March 31st, as far as I'm concerned. Easter falls on a different day every year, or a different Sunday. It's like the first Sunday after the moon sets for the first time. I don't know. Why does Easter change? Easter is celebrated on the first Sunday after the full moon that follows the spring equinox. In 2024, the spring equinox is on March 31st, so Easter will be on Sunday, March 31st. But it's not on March 31st every year. However, Trans Visibility Day has been on March 31st since 2009. It's a coincidence, Halanithia said. It's a coincidence. Y'all be like, that's not how you say it. I say words wrong on purpose. So, yeah, it falls on the 31st this year, but it falls on different Sundays depending on the equinox of the moon and the stars, which I'm just like, isn't that like Zodiac? Like, anyways. So the conservatives were really upset that, I guess Biden was kind of like honoring or recognizing the Trans Visibility Day that just so happened to fall onto Easter. So the conservatives were like, oh my God, they want to push Jesus out of the country. And this is why we need Bible and Jesus back into the schools. And there was a whole woman. I saw a whole woman onto Instagram. She was like, this is the Lord's day. This day is about God. I went to this lady's page. Her nipples are plastered on social media. Ass, titties, nipples, OnlyFans link right there in the bio. Talking about this is the Lord's day. All right, so literally, I'm sitting up here on YouTube and I'm watching, what is this? What is it? I'm watching The View, and child, when I tell y'all, Sonny went off.
So cue the pearl clutching from the conservative media.
This is a clear effort and a coordinated effort to remove God from our society and to replace God with false gods. And in this instance, it's the trans community. They clearly want us to bow at the altar of the trans community instead of bow to God.
If you have a whole calendar, 365 days of the year, and the transgender community purposely chooses the day of Jesus' death or his resurrection, whatever Easter.
How did they purposely choose the resurrection day? What? Okay, Easter chose Trans Visibility Day. Really? To be honest.
Weekend. That seems like a shot. A purposeful shot.
If you're going to commemorate godlessness, at least have some respect for Christians and wait to do so another day. The left already celebrates godlessness 24/7 anyway, so an internationally designated day, week, or month is frankly redundant.
The fact that you're saying this to the most Catholic president we've had in years
since Kennedy
is extraordinary. Are they intentionally misleading Americans, or are they just dumb?
They're misleading.
First of all,
Both.
let's just talk about the hypocrisy. They're saying that this is sacrilegious when they are worshiping a man who was accused of sexual assault.
Well, he was found liable.
Okay? Who runs around with a Bible that he's never read, who's having an affair with a porn star while his wife is home nursing a baby. So shut up already, all right? That's one thing. Number two, President Biden, they handed them this baloney that they're on with Fox and everywhere else. He handed it to them because he's a good person, that's why. Because he wants to show that he supports a group of people that is under attack in this country. Yes. And if Trump gets in, they will be even more under attack. Yes. So that's what's happening.
Can I say something about this?
Sure.
I am so angry about this because they are misrepresenting the message of Jesus. They are misrepresenting Catholicism, Christianity. Yeah. The trans community is 1.6% of our community. And if you know anything about Jesus,
1.6. There's 350 million people in this country. Trans people make up 1.6%. I don't understand how everyone is always so up in arms about a population of 1.6%. They're taking over. The trans people are taking over. Women can't even have sports. You can't even go to a restroom. 1.6%. Okay.
that he welcomed lepers. He welcomed prostitutes. He welcomed the least desirables among us in the society at that time. I was in church on Easter Sunday, and our entire homily at St. Charles Borromeo here in Harlem was about Jesus and about how he got up because of us and for us, and he gave his life for us.
Yeah.
And so for them to be so hypocritical in the name of Jesus is blasphemy.
And by
you
the
ought to
way,
be ashamed of yourself.
wait a minute.
First off, what happened to Sonny's arm? What's going on?
All right. I just want to say one more thing. The Ten Commandments, the first commandment, if I recall from my Catholic school upbringing, is I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have false gods before me.
Yes.
And then this guy gets on TV
Trump.
and says he's like Jesus, and they buy this.
Why
They
Block
buy
it.
this. That's the first commandment, okay?
Yes.
Well, I echo the sentiments
Liars.
of everyone at this table. I'd also like to issue a PSA to warn people next year Easter falls on 420, which is the highest of holy.
What does that mean?
It is the highest of holy days. And I'm sure they'll do the same outreach.
For people like myself,
So they will
it's a
come
high
for you,
holy
too.
day. So
They're gonna be high in the church. I love The View, and I'm probably gonna react to it a lot more because it's just I love it. Anyways, so yeah, I really want black people to like think a little bit. Cause it was just the amount of people that were like, oh my God, how dare they choose Easter? This is the Lord's Day. Did Jesus resurrect on the day of the equinox when the moon went around the stars and then the earth set and then daylight savings twice and over again? Like, how did that work? How did they do that? Like, okay.